أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to Friday evening's class. Can I ensure that you are all in wuzu and that you have your heads covered? So today's class we will be looking at this surah here, Surah Bayyina. We covered it yesterday. We'll be inshallah finishing it off today. The translation of Bayyina is the clear evidence. The rules that we will be focusing on is Waqf on Taa Marbutah, which is what we did yesterday as well. And here's the reference if you want to look it up in Hafiz Fazil Bisab's book. But for now, let's go to our opening prayer. So, Assalamu alaikum, co-host.
Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam.
Could I please have a student for the opening dua?
Yes, we have, N8368.
Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum. N83.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Could we start this prayer? If you start with the awwaz here.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, I need students to please stop requesting remote control of shared content. It's blocking up my screen, then I can't move on with the class. Okay, so could you please recite this highlighted prayer?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم.
MashaAllah. And translation?
Our Lord, accept from us, for you are all hearing, all knowing. Al-Baqarah 128.
Okay, Jazakallah. Now, as we have been doing all week, we're going to be practicing the surahs that we did on the previous week. So, co-host, if I could please have a student to recite this surah, Al-Qari'ah.
Okay, we have a student A7363.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. So what was the number? A7.
363.
Can you hear me? If not, then if we could please have another student.
Assalamu alaikum.
Oh, walaikum salam. Okay. Could you please recite this surah for me?
Yes.
If you start with the awwaz and tasniya, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. القارعة ما القارعة وما أدراك ما القارعة يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث وتكون الجبال كالعهن المنفوش فأما من ثقلت موازينه فهو في عيشة راضية وأما من خفت موازينه فأمه هاوية وما أدراك ما هي نار حامية.
MashaAllah, that was really good. Do you know this surah by heart?
Yes.
Okay, it's beautifully recited, MashaAllah. You really did well on this rule here, changing the Taa Marbutah into a ha sakina. That was very good. You were mindful of your thick letters, so that's very good, MashaAllah. Okay, Jazakallah. We'll call you again to the mic soon. Jazakallah. Co-host, could I please have another student to recite this prayer here?
Yes, give me a second.
Yes. Surah Humaza. Okay, Okay, while co-host is finding someone, just a reminder, as you've all seen in the beginning, I'm calling students to the mic, but a lot of them are not there. Either they're not listening or they're not perhaps present at the laptop. Can you all be present? I know lots of you want to go on the mic, but you all have to be there.
Okay, we have a student N8401.
N8401. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Okay, could you start with the awwad and tasniya, and then we can read this dua.
Okay.
Surah even, sorry.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع مالا وعدده يحسب أن ماله أخلده كلا لينبذن في الحطمة وما أدراك ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة التي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة في عمد ممددة.
Okay, Jazakallah. That was really good, mashallah, very fluent, and you were mindful of a lot of rules. So just go a few things with you. Do you know your qalqala letters? Your jerking sound letters?
I know some of them.
Yeah? You can tell you did a lot of good jerking sounds here. One you could have done a little bit better is here, wama ad. Just a jerking sound on the dal. So if you could just read that verse again from here, wa.
وما أدراك ما الحطمة.
Good, good. And what about your thick sound letters? Do you know them?
Yes.
Yeah. So just for anyone who needs a reminder, the thick sound ones are here, the ones highlighted in red. So we'll keep coming back to them. But here it is here that you may have missed. Innaha alayhim mu'sadah. So try that.
إنها عليهم مؤصدة.
That's very good. And we remember, as you've been taught in all the previous lessons, that the thick sound letters are pronounced with your lips out, and that really helps get the thick sound out. So besides that, it was a brilliant try. Jazakallah. It was beautiful, mashallah.
Jazakallah.
Okay, Allah Hafiz. Okay, Jazakallah. Co-host, could I have a student to recite this small
Yes.
surah, please?
A7392.
A7392. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Okay. I think I'll try 3 times and then I think we should move on. So if I could have another participant, please.
A7395.
A7395. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So could you help me recite this surah?
Yeah.
Okay, have a go, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر.
Very good, mashallah. Okay, so I will just draw your attention to thick sound letters. Sorry, wrong one. Here we are over here, thick sounds. So in this surah over here, we get this letter a lot, the sad. So lips out when we say sad. Can you try with me? Sad.
Lord.
Very good. And we'll apply it over here. Wal asr. Try.
Wal asr.
Very good, mashallah. And over here as well, this last line, watawasaw bis sabr. Try.
Watawasaw bil sabr.
Yeah, bis sabr.
Bis sabr.
Very good, mashallah. And this one here, I just wanted to remind you that you elongate it for 2 seconds. Watawasaw. Okay, have a go.
Watawasaw.
Okay, very good, mashallah. Otherwise, it was beautifully read. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. Allah
Allah
Hafiz.
Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. Now, could I please have a student to recite the Qasur, please?
Okay, N8407.
Okay. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Are you ready to recite?
Yeah.
Start with the
I
awwal
have a
and tasmiyah,
problem.
please.
Copper stuck in the mother.
Okay, 1 second, 1 second. Could you just remind people in the background to keep it the volume low because we're reciting the Holy Quran, okay?
Yes, Mama.
Yeah. If you could tell family members to keep the noise down as you're reciting Holy Quran, and then once you've told them, we can make a start. Okay. So ta'awudh and tasmiyah, please. Can you hear me? Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
I think we take another student.
Okay, sure.
Okay, A7383.
A7383. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. So can you help me recite this surah, please?
Right. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألهاكم التكاثر حتى زرتم المقابر كلا سوف تعلمون ثم كلا سوف تعلمون كلا تعلمون علم اليقين لترون الجحيم ثم لترونها عين اليقين ثم لتسألن يومئذ عن النعيم.
Okay, Jazakallah for that. What I really liked about your tilawat is that you are going slowly and thinking carefully about all the letters. So there's less chance of making a mistake that way. So well done. What I would draw your attention to is this tashdid here where I've highlighted a few here. So this one. So on tashdid or a shadda, you need to hold it for 2 seconds. So you would say kalla. You try?
Allah.
Good. So just as long as you're making it long, you're saying la, that's the same amount of time that you need to sit on it as well. So it's kalla.
Kalla.
Very good. So if I ask you to recite this verse again, bearing this rule in mind of the tashdid and the lam, have a go from here.
Right. Summa kalla. No. Summa kalla. Sawfa ta'lamun.
So that's very, very, very good that you identified your own mistake and went back and corrected it. That's really good, mashallah. And then I highlighted 2 bits here. So again, the same thing with the shadda. So you have to sit on it and you know how to do that. But I highlighted this one because this is a soft elongation, which we've covered before, and it said law, and it's also 2 seconds. Can you try that?
Low.
That's it. So if you read this verse again.
Kalla law ta'lamuna ilma mal yaqeen.
That's good. Otherwise, it was very good, mashallah. And well done for putting into practice those corrections. That's really good, mashallah. Okay, jazakallah.
So Donna, I have to go do this class in a minute.
Oh, well, you are free to go. Okay, jazakallah for coming to the mic.
Jazakallah.
Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz.
Okay, let's try this one again with another student. So if I could have a participant to the mic, please, co-host.
Before we starting the student, please can you make the Noor a co-host? She sign in.
Yes, sure, I'll do. Right, I've made her a co-host. If you can choose
Okay.
someone.
Student Noor.
Yes, if we can have a student now for this.
N8373.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. N8373.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So would you able to help me read this?
Yes.
Okay.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. القارعة ما القارعة وما أدراك ما القارعة يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث وتكون الجبال كالعهن المنفوش فأما من ثقلت موازينه فهو في عيشة راضية وأما من خفت موازينه فأمه هاوية وما أدراك ما هي نار حامية.
Okay, jazakallah. Now, do you remember your jerking sound letters?
Some of them.
There were 5 in total,
Okay.
and they come across quite a lot in here, so we can practice them. So if I say this line to you, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْقَارِئَةُ. So if you can notice the soft jerk I do there, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ. Okay, have a go.
وما أدراك ما القارعة.
I would say you could still make it a bit more of a bouncy sound. Ad.
وما أدراك.
Yes, very good. That's good. And if we could do from here, كالفراش المبثوث.
كالفراش المبثوث.
Mab. So your lips need to open out after they said the b.
مبثوث.
Okay, good. And then this one here, I highlighted it because you need to sit on it for 2 seconds. فَأُمُّهُ.
فأمه
Okay, good. And this one I highlighted. Do you know why? This is just one of your thick letters.
Okay.
It's there, highlighted in red. Sorry, which surah was that? Qariya. Yeah. So, في عيشة راضية.
في عيشة راضية.
Okay. Bear with me 1 second, please. Okay. And then this one again, finally I highlighted again. Do you know why? What's special about this one?
It's a qalqala letter.
That's well done. That's really good. A qalqala or jerking sound letter. So وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ. Try.
وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ.
Yes, very good. You recited beautifully, mashallah. You had a very good tune. But just these small things I bring to your attention because you can always make your recitation better. But that was very well read. So Jazakallah.
Jazakallah.
Okay, Khudafis for now.
Hafiz.
Okay. Let's go on to one more surah. Co-host, could I please have a student to the mic for this one?
Yes, now we have A7408.
A7408. Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Assalamu alaikum. And last time, assalamu alaikum. Okay, we can move on. Co-host, could we have another student to the mic, please?
Yes, wait a minute.
This is Surah Humaza we'll be reading, and after this we'll be moving on to our Surah of the day.
N8391.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. So could you read this surah for me, please?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ويل لكل همزة لمزة الذي جمع مالا وعدده.
Okay, Jazakallah, could I just stop you? If you're going to pause, then this will be read as Alladhi. Okay, so if you do from Alladhi again.
الذي جمع مالا وعدده يحسب أن ماله أخلده كلا لا ينبذن في الحطمة وما أدراك ما الحطمة نار الله الموقدة الذي تطلع على الأفئدة إنها عليهم مؤصدة في أمد ممددة.
Jazakallah. That was beautiful, mashallah. So I've highlighted a few things. Some of them have a commonality. Let's look first of all. Yeah, I think they're all in common except this one here. So what I've highlighted are the thick letters. Okay? So as I said before, when reciting them, your lips need to be out, and that helps you pronounce the thick sound better. So let's go to the first one. I've highlighted the kha. يحسب أن ماله أخلده. Try from
أخلده.
That was really good on first try, mashallah. Very good. And then الحطمة.
في الحطمة.
So this would be said as to.
طا.
To. A bit more rounded. To.
طا.
That's it. في الحطمة.
في الحطمة.
Good. And again, الحطمة.
الحطمة.
Good. And this one here, this is not a thick letter, but this is the majestic lam. So this is the name of Allah. It's very important to recognize. And if you have a dhamma or fatha before the name of Allah, then the name of Allah will be pronounced with a thick sound. Narullahi.
Narullahi.
Good. And if you complete the verse, bearing in mind that this qa is a thick letter. So, Narullahil muqadah.
Narullahil muqadah.
Yeah. This is a bit long, 2 seconds. Muqadah.
Muqadah.
Good. And can you tell why I've highlighted this one?
You have to do a thick letter.
Very good. Allati tattali'u.
الذي تطلع.
Good. That's very good because it's tricky because this ta is a normal one that you say with a smiley face, and this is the thick sound one with a rounded face. So you have to switch quite quickly. Allati tattali'u, which you did very well. I'll just point out this is a T as opposed to a V. Okay, allati. And then the last one, innaha alayhim mu'sadah. Try from innaha.
إنها عليهم مؤصدة.
Very good, mashallah. So it was just thick sound letters mainly, and you corrected your mistakes. So very good, mashallah. Jazakallah for coming to the mic. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, so now we'll move on to the surah that we were doing yesterday. This is Surah Bayyina. Now, could I please request the second co-host present to please recite from here where I've highlighted to the end of the surah. Can you hear me?
Yep, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Okay, can you please recite from here?
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum.
Sorry, just interrupting. Just to make a quick announcement. Any student who's not correctly signed in is going to be placed into the waiting room, and they are not to be readmitted until they've corrected their ID. Okay? Okay, that's so I will be placing them in the waiting room, and they are not to be readmitted. Okay, Jazakumullah, I'll hand you back.
Jazakallah. Okay, if you could please start the recitation from here, Jazakallah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين في نار جهنم خالدين فيها أولئك هم شر البرية إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أولئك هم خير البرية جزاؤهم عند ربهم جنات عدن تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها أبدا رضي الله عنهم ورضوا عنه ذلك لمن خشي ربه.
Jazakallah, that was beautiful.
Jazakallah.
Okay, So this is a continuation of yesterday's surah. And again, we'll be looking at the same rule, which is this one. Taa Marbutah, which is this letter here. If it has a stop at the end of it, it will be changed into a ha with a sakin, which we call ha sakina. And this occurs several times in this surah, in these verses. So we'll call a student to the mic and you can recite, and then we'll focus mainly on that rule, but we'll incorporate the other rules as well. So co-host, could I please have a student to help me finish this surah?
We have now A7396.
Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
96. We have A7408.
A7408. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Okay, you can hear me loud and clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. Could you start with the awad and tasmiyah and then read from the highlighted part?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين في نار جهنم خالدين فيها أولئك هم شر البرية.
You're reading fine. I would just suggest perhaps slow down a little bit, and I think then your recitation will be a bit better. So continue from here.
إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات أولئك هم خير البرية. جزاؤهم عند ربهم جنات عدن تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها أبدا.
Abada. Good.
أبدا.
Good. Continue. Last line.
رضي الله عنهم ورضوا عنه ذلك لمن خشي ربه.
Okay, well done. Jazakallah. That was good. So let's go to the highlighted bits where you could do a little bit better. Because the first one, Kafaru min ahlil kitabi. So this is a vertical fatha. Oh, I remember what you did here. You made this into a thick letter. So the timing was right. You did kitabi, but you said kitabi. So this is a normal ta. Yeah? So can you say ahlil kitabi?
Ahlil kitabi.
Yes, good. So keep that as it is. Don't make that thick. Over here, fi nari. This is 2 seconds long. Can you try fi nari?
Fi nari.
Good. And again, this is also 2 seconds. Fiha.
Fiha.
Okay. And then this one is focusing on the rule of the day, which is changing this Taa Marbutah. If it's read normally, this would be a T, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But because it has a stop on it, what would it change into?
A he.
Almost. So it's a ha sakina, which means it's just a h sound, like a breathing sound. Okay, so you would say al-bariyah.
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 Very good. And over here, I think I highlighted this. Could you read this again?
Innallazina.
Okay, so this one you made thick. And we do make a lam thick only when it is the name of Allah and then you have a fatha or dhamma before it. So this here is not the name of Allah. It's just a normal lam mushaddid. So it's read with a thin sound. Innalladhina. Have a go.
Innallazina.
Very good. And then have a go from here. Why do you think I highlighted this one?
Is it because I didn't say ha? Like I said he, but not he.
Yes. Good. So you can correct it from here. Read from al.
Al-mari, al-mari, al-bariyah.
Yes. Al-bariyah. Al-bariyah.
Al-bariyah.
That's very good. And then this one here is if you have a fathatain, which is on the dal, followed by alif, and then a stop, just like we have in this instance, you are going to change this into an ah for 2 seconds. So it's, instead of abadan, it's abada.
Abada.
Okay. And this one I highlighted here, in both instances, this one and this one, is just your pronunciation of this. So if you could say how you would say it normally.
Raziyallah.
Okay. So as opposed to the Z sound, this is a thick letter and it's pronounced D.
Tui.
D.
Tui.
I think you'll get it with practice. Try not to say the dui is D.
Tui.
D.
Raziyallah.
It's good. It's very good. It's a tricky one to get, and you've gone a lot better already. I can hear it, but it will come with practice. Radiyallahu anhum wa radu. Try this one. Do.
Do.
That was really good. This is a little tricky because it's thick and it needs to be said with a kasra as well as the e sound. So putting that together is hard. Radi.
Radi.
There you go. Mashallah. You said it. You said it really well. So you keep practicing that. Apart from that, you did very well, mashallah. Okay, Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, co-host, could I have another participant for this one?
Yes. Now, can I have a student N406?
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. N406.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Okay, could you start with Ta'awudh and Tasmiyah and then we'll go head straight into it from this highlighted part.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين في نار جهنم خالدين فيها أولئك هم شر البرية.
Okay, Jazakallah. Let me just stop you there. Because of time, I need to move on. But what I can do with you is the verse you've just read, we can try and make things better. And then we'll move on. So the first thing is this letter here, Noon Mushaddid. Whenever Noon Mushaddid comes, you need to do a nasal sound, which means sitting on it for 2 seconds and emitting a nasal sound. So, innalladhina. You try?
Innallazina.
Very good. And then here again, I've highlighted it. So you need to sit on that for 2 seconds. Nari jahannama.
Nari jahannama.
Okay, good. And this one here, why do you think I highlighted that? What do you think?
Is it the length?
No, the length was fine, mashallah. It was good. This is because it's a thick letter. Khalidina.
Khalidina.
Good. And then lastly, can you tell me why I highlighted this one?
Was I meant to pronounce it?
No, this is our main rule, is that when this Taa Marbutah is with a waqf after it or with a stop, it changes into a ha sakina. So normally it will be read as D, but in the case of a stop, it will be al-bariyah.
Al-bariyah.
So have a ha at the end, al-bariyah.
Al-bariyah.
Yeah, with a bit of a ha at the end, al-bariyah.
Al-bariyah.
There it is. That's the one you need to practice. So you can do it, you just need to keep practicing it. It will be part of the homework, so definitely be sure to keep practicing. And this surah is one of the best for practicing this because it comes several times. Look, it comes here as well. Taa Marbutah changes into a ha sakina. Okay? But otherwise, you did very well. Only because of lack of time, I need to move on. So, Jazakallah, inshallah, you'll be called again to the mic. Allah Hafiz for now.
Allah Hafiz. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah. Okay, so moving swiftly on. We're going to be looking at revision of rules. So, on Monday, we looked at what happens if you pause on a letter that carries a kasratain, which is this here, or a dammatain. Now, what happens is, look, the kasratain will be changed into a sukoon, and the dammatain will also be changed into a sukoon. So, as opposed to makhtumin, it will be read makhtum. Qur'anun will be changed to Qur'an. And then here the same thing happens. Ma'dudatin is ma'dudat. And ma'in, ma'. So basically it's being made into a sakin. And here's the reference. If you want to look at Hafiz Saab's book, the reference is there. Then we looked at what happens if you pause on a letter that has a fathatain. This is a fathatain here. Let me just make it a little bit bigger so you can see. So a fathatain, pausing on that, it would be abwaban. But in waqf or in pause, it would be abwaba. So it's extended for 2 seconds. Let me do the last example. Musamman will be changed into musamma. So 2 seconds elongation at the end. Okay? So anything with fathatain and a stop will be changed into vertical fatha. Okay. Then we looked at the thick letters. So we've been bringing them up throughout the week. A lot of you know them, but some of you are still getting a little bit mixed up or you often forget. One way to help you remember is to try writing them out. So if you have Hafiz Saab's book, you can do them from here. If not, if you want to take a picture of this, you can do that. Sometimes just by repeating it, we don't understand, but sometimes if you write it down, that'll be better for us. If you write it down, cover it up, try and repeat the letters, remember what you wrote down, it could help you learn better that way. Then we looked at waqf on Taa Marbutah, which we covered today as well. So this is a Taa Marbutah. These are all Taa Marbutahs. Whatever sign they have on it, so it's dammatain, fathatain, kasra, kasratain, if there is a stop, so my hand symbolizes a stop here, as opposed to ghabaratun, this Taa Marbutah changes into a ha with a sakin called ha sakina. So it would be ghabarah. I'll just do one more for you. As opposed to tijaratan, tijarah. Okay, so we looked at that today as well. A lot of you have got the grasp of it already. If not, you keep practicing. It will come to you. With practice, it will come. Okay. Let me move on to homeworks then. So you'll have two homeworks, one on the Friday, one for the weekend as well. And bear with me one second. Okay. So the Friday's homework is to practice the surah that we were just looking at now, which is Surah Al-Bayyinah. Apply all the rules taught so far, which is the one of the thick letter and the Taa Marbutah changing into a ha sakina. And if you have Hafizah's book, it's here on page 33. Do please, if you don't already know your thick letters, write them out and try to revise them like that. So you should know them. Focus also on the timing of these letters, of all letters. Throughout the surah, your timing is key. And pronunciation is very important as well. For the weekend, you need to read out the surahs that we've been doing all week. So Al-Adiyat, and these are the rules you'll need to focus on. So the focus on Tanween here. Al-Zilzal, Al-Bayyinah, when we focus on Taa Marbutah in Surah Al-Bayyinah, like we did just now. Again, you need to memorize the thick letters if you don't already know them. Timing and pronunciation are extremely important. Now bear with me while I pull up the closing dua. And co-host, if you could please have a student ready while I just get that. Can you see this now?
Yes.
The final prayer. Okay, Jazakallah. Could I have a student to recite this, please?
Okay. ID number N8368. Please raise your hand.
N8368.
N8368.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. So could you start with the Awud and Tasmiyah, and then could you read this final prayer?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم ارحمني بالقرآن العظيم واجعله لي إماما ونورا وهدى ورحمة.
Jazakallah. And the translation, please.
O Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran, the leader, and make it for me the leader, the light, the guidance, and the mercy.
Ameen. Jazakallah. That was beautifully read. Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz.
Okay. With that prayer, we will conclude our class. So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.